All right, today is an install video. What are we installing? Hunterworks primary clutch overdrive plate on a Kawasaki Ridge. The plate works on regular cabs, crew cabs. It doesn't matter which one of the models. It certainly works on it. And so if you're not familiar with what overdrive cover does, I behoove you, we're going to put an end card at the end of this video for a link to go watch that video about it. Overdrive covers is not new to Hunterworks, it's just new for the Ridge. We used to do them back in 2008 or 9, somewhere in there with Kawasaki T-Rex. It is different from other people's that are available today. I don't think shims, using like shims or washers to space the factory cover off, or machining a factory cover is off to do this effect, because they end up where the cover hits the spider, and that puts a lot of pressure on that cast aluminum, and it potentially could break. And so we've got our own billet cover. It actually uses this part to stop on a spider nut and does not touch here. It's super close, but it does not touch. And you know, I guess we're kind of rehashing the other video, but a lot of people would watch this video before they saw the other one. But nonetheless, it just allows this clutch to move in more, have more travel in the primary, more travel in the secondary, lower some RPM depending on the load, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 RPM. It's just kind of the Achilles heel of these Kawasaki's these days for whatever reason. But anyway, there's another video on what it is, and I behoove you to get a little bit more detail there. Today, it's just an install. Now, granted, we are on a lift. You do not have to have a lift. You can certainly do this on the ground. It's easier for me to do on a lift since I got one, get the tire off. I've already taken the inner fender liner out and the cover off. Very simple. I will tell you, let me find it here. Just a regular old pair, I call them dikes, but wire cutters make for a really good tool for removing those little plastic push pins to get your fender liner out with. And then of course, just remove your clutch cover, take all the screws out, and here's where you are. Now, doing a lot of preface, we'll finally get to this here in a minute. Two ways to go about this. One is you could buy a Hunterworks clutch puller, pull the primary clutch off, set it on a bench, use a Hunterworks spring compressor that's normally used for secondary, so you don't have to mash the spring. You'd be buying some tools for this particular job you didn't need. Now, if you already had them, they're great tools to have, and just go ahead and use them. Or you can do it the lazy way, which is what I'm going to do today. Whereas all we're going to do is remove these 6 screws. Now, another thing is the factory cast cover has a alignment mark on it. Your billet does not. It's perfectly balanced, and you essentially take off and put on. And then this method, we're not even removing the center bolt. Okay, so long preference just to do something fairly easy. All right, so I'm going to take a 12mm socket and remove this cover. Since it's spring loaded, you want to put hand pressure on it, and I usually start on the back. I'm going to get these out, and then now these are out, I'll start with holding it. You don't want an uneven pressure on it, because it could, in fact, pop this cover. Not that you ever need it again, but all right, take your new Hunterworks cover, put it on, set your screws somewhere where you can get to them. Make sure your spring is seated in there good. Turn it, and then grab you a screw and push in. Okay. Now, we'll say this. I don't use blue Loctite, but you certainly can. It's not a worst idea. I don't use it because our clutches are on and off so much for different things, so I don't use it. But blue Loctite would not be a bad idea on these cover screws. You just get one started, and go to the opposite side, get another one started. Just kind of get one in each quadrant started, and then you can let off your cover. All right, so just hold them there, put your remaining screws in. Now, Next thing is tightening them up. Yes, there's a torque value, but trust me, 23 years of doing this, I cannot tell you how many people have broke screws off in clutches using a torque wrench, because it's usually inch pounds, not foot pounds, and they break them. And I here have never ever torqued a primary clutch screw. I just put them on tight. It's not, that area is not critical. I use my impact. I know when to quit, been doing it a long time. You don't want to just keep hammering on it, but putting it back on, you want to do a little bit at a time till they get seated. So but you needed to know how to do it, and the end card for the other video talking about what a little bit more description on our Overdrive cover and our version of it, why we think it's better than any of the rest of them that you may see out there. Check that out. Make sure you subscribe and like just to keep abreast of anything we got going on here at Hunterworks. We've been introducing a lot of belts lately. This certainly has the belt that we sell on it. It also has the Dalton primary spring here that lowers that engagement RPM and makes it a lot less jerky. And of course, we also found out, even though the spring is not made for the four-seater or the crew, it works on it. It doesn't drop engagement RPM on that vehicle very much, but it makes engagement a lot smoother. So really the cover and the spring just make for a great combo. So check them out. If you got any questions, Todd at hunterworks.com. Thanks.